불변의 시군.
I see the new evil 적대적인 고난 가슬픔 넌 더 빙진화시켜 That's my novice, it's my novice.
I finally got to see SSERAFIM in person. Time and time again throughout the years that they've been a group. Have y'all probably watched my videos, whether it be Leniverse, whether it be Day Off, whether it be an MV, whether it be some reaction I'm doing to SSERAFIM, mention that one day it will be my opportunity, one day will be my chance to see SSERAFIM in person, and I finally got that chance. They were so good, and all the the performances that I was mainly looking forward to, bro. There was 2 songs in particular. Obviously, I want to see them perform everything, right? But there's 2 songs in particular. One was Ash. Ash ended up being the first song they did outside of the intro, but it was so good. It delivered on everything I wanted it to deliver, and it was just one of those songs that hooked me. And y'all remember when I first reacted to that song as well, and I stayed away from fan cams of it to this point because I was like, I'm gonna see it first time in person. I hadn't seen a fan cam yet. And I finally got to see it, and it was amazing.
Oh my God!
By the way, I'll just show you where I was sitting because some people were curious how I got good shots. I was not front row. It just kind of looks that way because I tower over everybody. I'm also not that tall, but fear not or short. So I'm taller and I can easily reach over. But basically, I'm above everybody else's phone. You can see everybody else's phone is a little lower when you look at my fan cam that I've uploaded. I've uploaded one on YouTube, a couple different clips of different ones on Twitter. And I'll obviously include the clips in here, but that's why I was able to get a good view. I was front and to the right on the floor seats, but they looked amazing. They looked amazing. They performed amazing. I also got to experience Fire in the Belly. Oh, that's one of those songs, bro, that I've been saying, yo, when I get my chance to ole 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 with SSERAFIM, I'm going to ole 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 my ass off. And I was ole 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 my ass off and jumping. mock fan cams are like, they're like fan cams, but they're like, they're not stable. They're not stable because I am like constantly moving. Because I'm jamming. I'm partying, you know. But Fire in the Belly was amazing. You could feel the shaking. You could see everybody jumping. It was so much fun.
Let's go! Woo! Money and clarity. I'm running from it. I'm running from it. Woo!
Then we got to the sections with like 1-800 Having Fun. It put me like in a different mode though, because when I first saw that song performed, I was so fucking gassed, and now I get to see it in person for myself.
It's the solo road. They knew it's cool, I got an address in my phone. I like to dance when I party. I like to kiss everybody. Where the heck is Saki? Down in the lobby. Breaking down the baby gate. Turn up the party. I like to dance at the party. I like to kiss everybody. Where the heck is Saki? She's waiting down in the lobby. I'm trying to break it down the baby gate. Turn up the party. Having fun, that's my number, hit my line. 100 having fun. Ringtone every time.
And this obviously being like their first tour in America, because obviously they've performed in the States before, but never for their own personal solo group tour. And this being their first tour, I found it very special for me personally, and obviously for them, that their first stop is New York. Well, it was Newark, but it's New York. I don't care. It might as well be it's Newark, New York. It's the stop that it's basically the New York stop, but we're doing it here because it's easily accessible by New York. But it's like, that's where you get everybody's those surrounding states that come through, and obviously people from outside that go. But I think it was really special, first of all for me personally, because I'm from New York. Some people don't know that, but that's why I was there. Someone mentioned in one of my fan cams that I uploaded here to YouTube. But I'm from New York, that's why this was the stop I was at. And it's also where Yunjin is from. It's her first stop. Her sister was there. That was a lovely moment, because her sister they were going to pick the sake of the night, because, you know, where the heck is sake? So everything is gonna be a sake in the crowd, and sometimes they were looking at different people, but the designated sake was her sister Rachel, and that was such a nice moment because they highlighted her. They were showing her, she was dancing, stuff like that, and vibing. And I don't know, it's just so special. Yunjin also, towards the end, they were all giving their speeches, which was, I don't record the speeches. There's, I record performances whenever I can, but when they're just talking to us, I just focus and I put my phone down. And it was just a very emotional speech. Yunjin cried, just because of how far she's come, how far she has gone, quite literally, like in the physical sense, to follow her dream. Thanking everybody around her, obviously, including Fear Not, the FIMMIES, everyone that supported her on the journey and everything. And being the poetic speaker that she is while doing it, you know. But she was amazing. Sakura also got emotional during Fear Not. I shared that fan cam on Twitter as well. It was just such a magical, it felt like something that was a long time coming, you know. Like I said, they've performed in the States, but I feel like even for them this feels different. Like when the love New York showed them, like I could feel it. You know, there's times when I've been to concerts and I'm like, yo, why are some of y'all not moving? This, but everybody was like turned. I love that. You know, everybody was turned. Sometimes I'd look to see because I have experienced it in other concerts where some people aren't as turned. So I look, people were turned. You know, so fuck with it. And they deserve it. And I feel like they felt that energy and it was reciprocated. And that's the best thing you can do as someone going to a concert. Yo, they put in that energy on the stage. Like, give it back, bro, because they feed off that shit and it's great.
Oh my God.
And I will say this, bro. They were like so comfortable talking to us on stage, bro. Whether it was when they spoke directly in English, like to us, without the translator, it just all felt so comfortable. It all felt so genuine, so straight up. Even when I know they were reading from something, like there were the moments when they were doing like the heartfelt like moments, speaking to us towards the end, and they just felt so comfortable. It was just nice, you know. I don't know how to explain it. If you went to that stop, or if you experienced it, or maybe it's something that's gonna be like such a unique experience to the first stop, you'll see. But if you went to at least to the Newark stop, you probably know what I meant. Like, they just felt so comfortable on stage, and the energy that they gave, it just felt so easy to give it back to them, you know. Even in the in-between sections when they're yapping to us, drinking their water, they felt so comfortable sliding in, like talking to us and everything. And it was just great. It was a great experience, bro. I love SSERAFIM. Yeah, I know this. At the time of me recording this, I have not still recorded my reaction to Leniverse, but y'all know that will come. I've just been yapping your ears off here. But yeah, that's been my experience at that concert, bro. It was something that I have been waiting for, something that y'all that have followed me know that I've wanted for so long, and I finally got it. I finally got to experience it. I got a good seat to experience it, and it was just great. It was just great all around. So shout out to FIMMIES. Shout out to Fear Not they were there, and the Fear Not that did recognize me as well. Shout out y'all. I didn't talk much because actually I was running on adrenaline during those performances that they were doing, because I forgot to drink a painkiller before leaving. So that's why I wasn't, also there was some parts when I was like trying to refrain from like shouting like I normally would at another concert, but in the fan cams I'm losing my shit because I'm just running on adrenaline while they're performing, bro. But in between when they're like talking, sometimes I'll do the woo, they like, and I hear other people doing it and I'm not doing it, but I'm like going like this because I'm hyping it up. But I couldn't really do it consistently because pain. And my dumbass forgot to drink the painkiller before leaving, but we're good. I still enjoyed the whole concert, and it was great. And I can't wait till they come back. And obviously, people have probably seen it now. I tweeted it as soon as they said it, and I'm sure probably people saw it from elsewhere. But at this first stop in the U.S. tour, they announced that they're dropping new music next year. Next year? Well, yeah, but next month. They're dropping new music next month, so I said new comeback next month because that's what I'm anticipating. So whether it's a pre-release next month and then maybe they come back the month after, I don't know. But new SSERAFIM music's coming next month, and that's going to be so fun. I can't wait for it. But shout out them. Shout out everything. The concert was great. And I can't wait till they inevitably come back, because I will also do my best to be there as well. That was so good.
어느새 너